Allah can pick whichever night He wants to be the night of prestige, the night of destiny, the night of greatness, the night of power. So it could be tonight. So what I wanted to talk about is the beauty of humanity and what makes us special and how we can become more great together as a human being. وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ خَلْقُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. So he says from his signs, meaning the things you will know him by, is that he has created everything in the heavens and the earth. So that is pretty big of a sign that you can get. Then he specifies in everything in the heavens and the earth something very important for you to pay attention to. وَاخْتِلَافُ أَلْسِنَتِكُمْ وَأَلْوَانِكُمْ. And the differences and the diversity in your languages and your skin colors. And then he says at the end, which is the kicker, إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِلْعَالِمِينَ. He says, in this are signs for people who know. As many of you have recognized, that mashallah, immigrants' children tend to be very high achievers in their school. A big reason behind that is because they have learned 2 languages as children. And when you learn 2 languages, your mind opens up in ways to grasp concepts in deeper ways. And it facilitates your ability to grasp information. Meaning, because you are exposed to different cultures. And the skin colors that we have go back to the closeness to the equator and the sun's relationship to us. And so there is signs in this. And so Surah Ar-Rahman was a response, a main response to the Meccan Quraysh. They said, who is this Rahman? You keep calling Rahman. He's doing Aliha. That's what they said. And then Allah said, okay, I'll tell you who I am. Ar-Rahman. What's the most important thing of him being the most merciful? How could we most attain his mercy? What is it? It's the next ayah. Alam al-Quran. Before our existence, his word is there. And it will give value. خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانِ. The human being was created. And then after talking about the human being's creation, he says, what about the human being? عَلَّمَهُ الْبَيَانِ. He gave the human being the ability to express his or herself in sophisticated ways. Bayan does not necessarily mean by words. It can be by writing things, it can be by expression, it can be by however they do that sign language. All of those are types of bayan. And it's important for us to realize that for different cultures and different people, and I'm definitely listening closely to myself, sometimes the way you think and the way you say about something will not be received by someone else in the best way. So the more we're around each other, the more we should be willing to grow and adjust by absorbing each other and seeing the signs of Allah in each other. And by that way, humanity will be saved from one of the most filthy, dirtiest, corrupt things that has plagued us, and that is tribalism. It was just the Prophet ﷺ and his companions. They are going to get some water, and the Ansari is taking a little bit of time. And then the Muhajir, he just kicked him in his butt. Now, he wasn't trying to hurt him, but he took offense. And then this one raised his voice, Ya lil Ansar. And now they're talking in a religious context. This is very important to pay attention to, right? They're talking in a religious context. Ansar, he's mentioned in the Quran many times. Okay? And that was Rijal al-Muhajirin. And so they started fighting amongst themselves, divided. Your group and my group. I'm with my group, you're with your group. There's one group. There is humanity, and then among humanity, the most special group are those who embrace the prophets and follow their message. It's even a more tighter knit circle. But we all have something to learn from each other. And so we put on our core value system for MCC, diversity. Even though the Indian brother's trying to take over. No, I'm just kidding, it's Allah. MashaAllah. It's good. فَاسْتَبِقُوا khairat. You know? When they were working together, this is a fact. Even though Umar was very dead set against tribalism, when they had to deal with the Persian Empire, he would set up tribes and have them work together with the larger army to defeat this massive army that they could have never imagined, and said, okay, who's going to fight for the sake of Allah and whose raya will come up? They're all working for the same cause. But he knows they can work together and they know each other and they hear each other. So compete in doing goodness. And so the richness that we have is our strength. You will not go to too many churches on planet Earth and find this crowd. Ayatullah. We are walking ayat here. But we have to, I know, some people said, Imam, why you keep saying this? We have to keep saying this until my brothers in one group can break up and you'll see mixtures of groups. Jamal's the master. Follow his lead. MashaAllah. I love this man. MashaAllah. We have to embrace this. We have to get to know each other. So after Ramadan, I know I talked about this before Ramadan, but we were trying to get the soldiers aligned, and Ramadan preparation kind of took us as a team. And so we're trying to do this fellowship circles, which is groups of members that meet once a week that are diverse. And they meet once a week and they sit together, and there's no leader among them. There's a coordinator who will relate back to me and the management, what volunteers opportunities, what education opportunities, but generally everybody's there learning and growing and talking and sharing and growing and becoming stronger. And when the kids see this, they will see this ayah. They will see that Islam is not from some other place. It's right here where I live. And it's rich. And it's versatile. And it has so much to offer. So may Allah bless us to soak up this message and be what He has called us to be in His ayat, inshallah.